Welcome to your yoga practice. It is Wednesday. That means we have time for a bit of meditation after our movement, our asana practice. Today, since we're doing heart opening, if you've got them, please go ahead and collect a block, a strap, and a blanket. If you don't have any of them, we can always improvise with what you do have, including just your body. We're going to start with the block and the blanket. If you don't have one of them, maybe a couple of pillows, and I'll demonstrate where we're going. So we're going to recline over something with the idea being of bringing ourselves into a completely supported back bend. I know it's super early in the practice, but I thought we would go ahead and just start where we're going. So if you need more support, the higher you make it, then the more supported you'll be. If you don't have these things, or if it just feels like too much, you can also lie flat on the ground with your arms out wide, and you're still getting some amount of heart opening or back bending, because we spend so much time rounding. Anything that's not that is good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get yourself situated. Take your time. We'll be here for a handful of minutes, so you've got time to set yourself up comfortably. And as you're doing that, I'll go ahead and just cheerlead. Good job showing up for yourself. It can be so hard, so tricky to take care of ourselves by carving out these 30 minutes. And here you are, you have done it. If all you do for the next 30 minutes is lie in a supported back bend, that's time well spent. All right, so let yourself settle in good enough. For me, I'm noticing it feels like my head is unsupported, so I'm going to bring another block under it. So you can kind of customize this for what you need. And as you're getting there, please keep your arms outstretched, palms facing up towards the sky. And then we'll stretch our hands open as far as we can without causing any pain or strain. And this can definitely, excuse me, induce a yawn, just the shape of our body. So let yourself breathe, stretch the hands. And as you settle in, I'll share our quote for this week from one of my teachers, Esther Eckhart. May I be here. May I choose to love myself and the world into healing. May I be here. May I choose to love myself and the world into healing. Breathe as slowly and fully as possible for you right now. And you can keep with your breath just as it is, or join me in a box breath. So breathing out so we can kind of synchronize. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4. Hold. Out. Hold. Continue a few more times if you like that. All right, if you are on supports, let's roll to one side. Remove those props that might have been underneath you. And then come back onto your back. Come onto the ground, flat on the ground. Arms outstretched again. Maybe keep the knees bent, walk the feet out wide, let the knees knock together. Try to have very little effort in the body. And we'll stay for another handful of breaths, not quite so long. But notice how things feel now, the difference. When you breathe in, imagine breathing into the lowest part of your belly. And then just like you're filling up a glass of water, watch that breath rise from the belly, filling up to the rib cage, all the way up to the top of the chest, and then back out. All right, then let's bring the right leg over the left, so either crossing the legs or figure four, and then draw the legs in towards your chest. You can bring your hands to your knees or wherever you can reach. A little movement might feel nice. And then let your legs fall over to the left side. Stretch your right arm up alongside your ear. Big breath in. Let it go. Come back to center, uncrossing your legs and switch them. So now your left leg's over your right. Draw them in towards your chest. Give yourself just a little bit of movement. And then let your legs fall over to the right side. Stretch your left arm up like you're asking a question. One more breath. And come back to neutral, unhooking the legs. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And we'll put our feet on the ground. Stretch your arms up overhead. Big breath in, stretch them up. Exhale, sweep your arms out wide and give yourself a hug. We'll do that again. Inhale, stretching the arms up by your head. Exhale, sweep your arms out wide. Give yourself a hug. Do that a couple more times. Let's alternate which arm is on top. If anything in the shoulders doesn't like this, of course, you can make the movement smaller or just not do it. 2 more times. All right, hug the knees into your chest. Go ahead and lift your head up off of the ground. See how that feels. Engage your core. Imagine driving your navel down to your spine. Imagine pulling your pelvic floor up. Next, inhale, try to stretch your arms and legs long, and then exhale, hug it all in. Keep going with your breath, and of course, customize it if any part of this seems like not a good idea. So for me today, I'm going to put my head back on the ground. Some days it feels better to just take it one leg at a time. It's a real skill to find that balance between challenging ourselves or pushing ourselves into things that there's really no need to. Couple more breaths. And the next time your knees are drawn in, pause there. You might rock around a little like a ball. And then we'll make our way all the way up and over to tabletop. So some folks might roll to their side to get there. Some might roll like a ball, popping themselves up. Good, and when you get there, if you've got blocks, go ahead and bring them under your hands. Tops of your feet rooting down into the ground. On an inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, arch your spine right on time. We get a cat for cat pose. Well played, Toby. Inhale, drop your belly down. Exhale, arch your spine up. Do this a couple more times. You can incorporate Ujjayi Pranayam, the ocean sounding breath where we constrict the back of the throat a bit. All right. Go ahead and come through neutral. And then we're going to try to do like a barrel roll with our chests, or a spiraling motion. So push your chest over to the left, then lift your spine to the sky. Push your chest to the right, drop your spine towards the ground. And then keep that going. And then you might get your head going as well. Just let it feel natural. Notice if it feels, for some folks, this will feel really natural and liberating. For some, it'll feel so awkward. And maybe you can just love yourself regardless of how this makes you feel. And try switching directions. We can love our awkward parts. One more breath. All right, then come through neutral. Press your hips back. So if you've got your hands on blocks, you can try to keep them there. Let your head drop down. No worries how far it gets. Keep in mind we can bring the knees out wider if that feels better for our bodies. There'll be compression here, of course, behind the legs, on the thighs and belly. See if you can just breathe with it. From your child's pose, rise back up. Bring the knees back under your hips if you move them out. And let's try dropping our elbows to our blocks or the ground if you don't have them. You could bring your hands together in prayer, and then we'll shift forwards and backwards. Just a little movement here. So trying to stretch out, open up a bit the triceps, the latissimus dorsi, that side rib muscle. If you find a sweet spot, you're welcome to settle in for a couple breaths. We'll be here playing with this just another couple breaths. And push the tops of your feet into the ground. Bring your hands back to the blocks to move them out of the way. Now we're in tabletop. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips, lengthening your legs, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Downward facing dog. And you might wobble your head out a little here, pedal your feet. And let yourself come into this down dog, this big triangle shape. You might try bringing your feet out wider. And I like my hands really wide with the fingers rotating, kind of pointing off of the edges of the mat. So find a spot where your body is agreeable enough that you can focus on really letting your head be heavy, pushing the ground away. Shoulders will slide up towards your ears, chest towards the thighs. One more breath. And then bring your feet closer together, bend your knees softly, and walk your hands back. We'll come into a very bent knee forward fold at the back of your mat. As soon as I said it, I regretted it. If you don't like your feet closer together, you can bring them back away. And maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little here. On an inhale, lift up halfway, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look ahead. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down through the midline, bring your hands together at your heart. Or you could interlace your fingers and place your hands over your chest, our mudra this month. Lift up your heart, softening your shoulders back and down. Feel your feet pressing into the ground. So the act of pushing your feet down will help engage our muscles, which can help create a little more space in our joints. Fun fact, at the beginning of the day, we are at our tallest point because hopefully we slept well and our joints rehydrated overnight. So cool. All right, let's stretch the arms up overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, fold yourself all the way back down. Hands come to the ground, walk them all the way to the top of the mat. Drop your hips, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes back. Inhale, push your hands into the ground, lifting your chest as much as feels right. Look up and lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, look up, lower down. 1 more. Good. Tuck your toes, push yourself up and back. Just passing through downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the top of the mat this time. Inhale, lift up halfway, squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's worth the effort. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath. Good. Now we'll move through some sun salutation-like flows with an emphasis on lifting and opening the heart. So inhale to stretch up. Exhale to fold down. Planting your hands, step the right foot straight back this time. Let's drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then maybe pass through cactus, bringing the arms out wide, elbows bent. Maybe find a little more back bend, just a breath. And then hands to the ground, framing the left foot. Tuck your right toes, step the left foot back, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Step or swing that right foot to the top of the mat, whatever it takes. Drop your left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, try to sweep the arms up, then bring them out wide, bending the elbows, finding those cactus arms. Stay for a breath. And bring your hands to the earth. Tuck your left toes. Big breath in, step the left foot up. Breathe out, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause for a couple breaths. Let yourself recalibrate, catch your breath. Notice how this effort makes you feel. Does it make you feel strong? Does it make you feel weak? Can we choose to feel strong? Cultivating the opposite. All right, when you're ready, inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down. Hands touch the ground, step the left foot straight back. Your choice, can we balance on the toes or should we drop the knee? On an inhale, rise up. Sweep the arms out wide, coming to those cactus arms. Lift the heart, big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands back to the ground, framing the right foot, step the right foot back, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath. Breathing in, shift forward to plank. Breathing out, step or swing the left foot to the top of the mat. Get yourself settled. You choose, does the right knee drop or stay lifted? When you're ready, big breath in to rise up. Sweep the arms out wide as you exhale. Cactus arms. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bring your hands back to the ground. Big breath in, step that right foot up. Breathe out, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause here for a couple breaths. Let yourself recalibrate. All right, when you feel ready, inhale to reach up. Exhale, fold down. Hands touch the ground, step your right foot back and out. So now we're setting up for warrior one. The whole right foot is planted. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms out wide. This time, see if you can interlace your fingers behind your back. If that's not happening, just stretch your arms back. If you can interlace them, then maybe you straighten them, pulling them back, lifting your heart. Big breath in. Breathe out. Let's all hinge forward. So Dekasana. Your choice. Do you want to stay here or do you want to step the right foot up a little? See about finding a warrior three. Do whatever you've got to do with your hands to balance on one foot half upside down, right? Go easy on yourself. So some people will airplane their arms. Some will bring their hands to the ground or a wall. Some still have their hands interlaced behind their back. One more breath wherever you are. And then we'll return to warrior one. Take a big breath in. Say to yourself, I am strong. Breathing out, hands come down to the ground. Step yourself into plank pose for an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple breaths here, so if you want to take tabletop or child's pose, go for it. In the midst of all of this effort, we take a pause, fill the breath in. Each breath nourishes the body. If and when you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. This time, sweep the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or swing it to the top of the mat. Standing splits, inhale, step into your right leg, lifting the left. And then set your left foot down, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, a breath of recalibration. On an inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold down. Hands touch the ground. Left foot steps back and out. Set yourself up for warrior one. Bend into the right leg. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Good. Another big breath in. And when you exhale, try sweeping your arms back behind you. Maybe here you interlace your fingers. If so, do it the less familiar way. So breaking some of our patterns of familiarity. Different can be very good. Lengthening your arms, try lifting your heart, big breath in. And exhale, hinge forward, Dekasana. You can stay here or you can step your left foot forward, try balancing on the right leg. Virabhadrasana 3, our warrior 3 variation. Do what you gotta do to help this be possible. Keep the breath moving. And let's set the left foot down. Warrior one, reach the arms up, big breath in. Breathe out your hands to the ground. Step yourself into plank and then downward facing dog. Here for a breath or two. And then let's try lifting the left leg, three-legged dog. Look forward, step or swing the left foot to the top of the mat. Standing splits, big inhale, step into your left leg. Lifting the right leg, let yourself hang. And then set your right foot down next to your left, forward fold. On an inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, and this time let's all interlace our fingers, thumbs pointing up, Vajra Pradama Mudra, this gesture of self-affirming value. Lifting your heart, softening your shoulders, soften your hips, feel your feet on the ground. Feel the effects of all of your effort. What's here now? May I be here. May I choose to love myself and the world into healing. May I choose to love myself into healing. When you feel ready, you can release your hands from your heart. Come on down to your spine. Whew, we did some work today, so let's roll onto our backs. Open the arms out wide. Enjoy the contrast of all of the effort you just put in for the last almost 30 minutes versus being here now, no work to do. You can let your legs slowly fall side to side. And then stretch your legs long. Stretch your arms down but out wide, palms facing up. You might push the back of your head into the ground to lift your chest, walk the shoulders just a little closer to the spine. See how that feels, and then settle everything back down onto the ground. So the invitation here is to practice doing nothing. Physically, the body is just at rest. You can imagine the mind sinking down into rest as well. So as thoughts flicker by, we can just let them be without grabbing them or engaging with them. Resting here, let's just practice noticing what it's like to exist. You can soften. Take your time, starting to deepen the breath. Give yourself time to let that breath slowly fill in, as full as it can be. And let it go. And when you're ready, you can make your way up to an easy seat. Noticing how you're feeling after your efforts. Whatever your body was able to do with you today, let's think a nice thought about it. So you can pick anything about yourself to appreciate. You might whisper or think it in your mind. I'm going to say, thank you, strong legs. And if you'd like to close out with an Om, you're welcome to, and then we'll transition into some pranayama meditation. But bring hands together at the heart. We'll take a breath in. Bow of gratitude. Thank you for sharing your time and efforts. If you have time to stay for some pranayama, we'll practice Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. This one has been studied. We know that it helps calm the mind. It also helps produce more new growth hormones, so it's really, really good for our brains and bodies. You're welcome to bring your left hand into Jnana Mudra, so index finger and thumb tip touching, resting that hand on your left leg. With your right hand, we take Vishnu Mudra, so let's see, curling in your index finger and middle finger, thumb, ring finger, and pinky finger are still out. Bring your right thumb to your right nostril. Breathe out and breathe in. As best you can, we're breathing in through just the left nostril. Then we'll close the left nostril with the right ring and pinky fingers. Open up the right nostril and breathe out. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Open the left. Breathe out. Breathe in left. Close. Breathe out right. Breathe in. Close. Open the left. Breathe out. Breathe in. Close. Open the right. Breathe out. Breathe in. Close. Open the left. Breathe out. Now when we breathe in, let's really visualize breathing in through the left, that the breath comes all the way up, touches the third eye point, deep in the brain. Close the left, breathing out, it travels from the third eye point, down and out through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right. It might help to imagine it like a golden, sparkling breath. Closing the right, open the left, breathe out. Breathe in through the left. Continue alternating in this way at your own pace, and if you ever get lost, just start over. Try to keep your mind just on the breath. Anytime you notice the mind has wandered, you just bring it back. It's no worries. We'll keep practicing for several more minutes. If your right arm starts to feel tired, you can rest it on your chest while you keep practicing. You could also grab a blanket or a block to stack under it. Sometimes I support the right elbow with the left hand. And if you need to, you can also just drop it and use your visualization, imagining the breath traveling in alternate nostrils. And you notice the mind has drifted, just bring it back to the breath. No need to get frustrated, but notice if you do have any emotions around it. Maybe as a step towards becoming neutral, we can just kind of find it humorous, the monkey mind. Better to be entertained than frustrated. The next time you breathe out through your left nostril, we'll go ahead and release this practice. There's no rush getting there. And sitting for a moment just to observe any thoughts, sensations, or emotions. And notice the parts of yourself connected to the ground. Notice what that sense of stability feels like in your heart. How does it feel in your heart to sense the steady ground beneath you? And one more breath. Let's bring the hands together, rub them, generating some warmth. And then breathing, bring your warmer hands over your heart. And there we can take a big breath in, imagining filling up with that sparkly golden light. And let it go. We'll do another big breath in. Once you feel full, top it off. A little bit more. Hold full for just a second. And then let it go. Bring your hands together at your heart. If you'd like, you can bow to yourself, bow to the class, bow to the ancient teachers and teachings of wisdom. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace in all realms. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. For any locals, tonight at 7:30, I'm teaching a donation-based sunset yoga class. So you could do like a real 12-hour yoga day. Otherwise, I'll see you in the morning. Thank you.